Washington official subpoenas Trump inaugural committee. The New York Times. By end. Washington U. The Attorney General for the District of Columbia has subpoenaed documents from President Trump's inaugural committee, the third governmental body to delve into how the fund raised $107 million and spent it to celebrate Mr. Trump's swearing-in. The latest subpoena follows by federal prosecutors in Manhattan and by New Jersey's Attorney General. It cites a civil No other recent inaugural committee has generated such intense scrutiny of its finances. Typically short-lived, Mr. Trump's inaugural committee raised and spent at least twice as much as its predecessors, but it ended in acrimony amid allegations of misspent funds. Federal prosecutor Karl A. Racine, the Washington Attorney General, appears to be looking for any evidence of self-dealing. Under the local statute, according to a copy of the subpoena obtained by the New York Times, investigators are seeking to determine whether funds were wasted, mismanaged or improperly provided private benefit, causing the committee to exceed or abuse its authority or act contrary to its nonprofit purpose. It seeks documents showing payments to the Trump International Hotel or the Trump Organization, including any communications related to the pricing of venue rentals. The committee, with the subpoena, requests documents identifying what role three of Mr. Trump's adult children, Ivanka Trump, Donald Trump Jr. and Eric Trump, played on the committee. None of them had any. Investigators also named the Fairmont Hotel and Accor Hotels, a firm that owns the hotel's management company. The Fairmont received. Mr. Barrick's investment firm owned less than 5% of Accor Hotels and sold it in February 2017 in a transaction planned long before the inauguration, a representative said. The subpoena seeks records of any payments to any committee official or official's business, any agreements with a vendor in which a committee official had a financial interest, and the committee's conflict of interest policies. The bulk of the Trump committee's funds came from major corporations, such as AT&T, or wealthy Republican donors, such as Sheldon G. Adelson. Much of the money was. A spokesman for Mr. Racine declined to comment on the subpoena. A spokesman for Mr. Racine and Brian E. Frosh, the Maryland Attorney General, have been pursuing a lawsuit claiming that Mr. Trump's continued involvement in his business empire violates anti-corruption clauses of the Constitution. A groundbreaking case that appears ultimately headed to the Supreme Court.
Raindrop, drop top smoking, no cooking the hot pot. Fucking on your bitch, yeah, that. Looking up, open the park.